What's going on, Virgo? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so let's look into October love. What is going on? Now, this is a reading that is meant for that first person that comes to mind. Okay, we're going to look at your side of things, their side of things. Now, if you don't have any prospects at all, there will be advice for you at the end if that's your situation, all right? But Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's just get a general energy and see what is going on. What is the general energy around Virgo this October in love? What is going on with Virgo in love? All right, we have the Emperor in the reverse, the Sun card in the reverse. We have the Six of Cups here, guys, and the Hierophant in the reverse came out, okay? So let's see what the energy is that we're dealing with here. We have the Empress card in the reverse, so this is very clear. There's a situation where maybe a person wasn't being honest, okay, or maybe they weren't being honest with themselves, and they see that something is really just not meant for them, okay? Something is really just throwing them off their path. Okay, and even though someone may want to start with something, I feel like there's things that are kind of out of your control that come into play. Okay, something very positive does happen for you guys where there's, you know, a lot of good energy here, but I really see a lot of releasing energy, and it doesn't have to be a person. Okay, this could be you just saying, look, I've been dating these certain sort of people because I wanted to make my parents happy, or, you know, I've been pretending I was attracted to this person but it's really been this person. Okay, or I've been working in the wrong place and now I'm changing my life. So it's just like there's someone here that is going to live more authentically. Okay, because they know that there's certain ways, or maybe even people that, you know, from the past that they just have to move away from. It's like, look, this isn't me and I don't want to lie. Okay, and maybe it's someone saying, look, I'm gay, you know, and I've been in the closet this whole time. So it could be that sort of energy, but someone is going to step into their truth and they're letting go something, you know, whether it's a way of life or just your past or a person. And this is something that, you know, is going to happen no matter what with that Chariot in the reverse. Why is this Emperor in the reverse here? We have the Five of Swords. We have the Fool card for the Sun card reversed. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, someone's living their truth and they're unapologetically going towards that. All right, you know who you are deep down inside, or you know the truth about a situation. So if it doesn't suit you and if it doesn't really help you grow in the way that you want to, if it doesn't bring out who you truly want to be as a person, then I don't see you taking that direction. But someone is definitely choosing to live in their truth, and they are really going to protect whatever that truth is. Okay, I see someone very, very protect them over themselves, where if someone tries to really question you or put you down, I feel like you're really going to defend yourself, but they could feel like it's extreme the way that you defend yourself. Okay, but it's like, look, I've been pushed to my point of intolerance. I can't do it anymore. So it might seem like I'm blowing up, but this is pent up. All right, and you're so happy. All right, but there could have been things that were difficult, again, to just remove yourself from. Okay, all right, guys, so I'm gonna grab another deck here. We're gonna look at your side of things, we're gonna look at their side of things, and we'll see what's up. Now keep in mind that for some of you this could be vice versa. Okay, so when I'm reading their side, it could be what you're going through and they can be going through, you know, the stuff on your side. All right, so for the Virgo on this, and if you're both Virgos, then this is how you would distinguish that. Okay, your side, their side. Let me get at least 6 cards for your side. Yeah, there's definitely a truth you guys are seeing. Okay. Now let's look at their side. Now the first deck I'm using here, guys, was Tarot of the Divine. And this one here is Modern Witch Tarot. So what's going on their end? Okay, that one wants to come out. Let's get at least 6 cards here. Two of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Okay. All right. So just looking at this before I start showing cards, guys, I truly feel that for some of you, the specific scenario is that somebody was secretly juggling people or lovers, and someone else got really pissed off about it, saw it for what it was, took the L, aka heartbreak, okay, and, you know, kept it moving. Okay, but this could be something where there's a lot of conflict. Now, on your part, you looking at them, we have the 8 of Coins here. So this is putting in effort, hard work. But maybe realizing you were putting hard work into an illusion. You're trying to build and expand with an illusion. Okay? And it's just like, for a lot of you, you could have felt like this was the most incredible thing in the world, but somebody just wasn't being honest. All right? So it's like, you're trying to be patient and get through something, but you have to choose a path where you're independent or not codependent. Okay, now for your cards here, guys, we have the Ace of Swords, 6 of Swords in the reverse, and Queen of Wands in the reverse to start off. So someone is having a hard time swallowing a pill. Something feels difficult. Someone's really pissed off about something, and it's like, look, I see everything that's on the table. I see the games that were being played, and I have to do what's right. The Emperor acts on intellect. The Emperor acts on, you know, their prior wisdom, not necessarily on the heart's desire, because sometimes that could be dangerous. Okay, sometimes we can really be playing with fire. Now, on their end towards you guys, you know, they're definitely feeling a loss as well, whether it's the loss of you or just really sad, but either because they saw an injustice or they saw you as not trustworthy. So maybe it was 2 people talking to each other and both just weren't being serious for whatever reason, and, you know, now you're at a loss. But I feel like this person may have been, you know, juggling people, keeping secrets, or they found out that you were. But there's, if it's not both people at fault, then I definitely see one person clearly being at fault. But whoever was at fault, like, it's known. Okay. Both of you guys have the 7 of Pentacles towards one another. So it's like you're trying to be patient and bring balance. But you're asking yourself, is something being built on a strong foundation? And ultimately, it's like you want to get to the path where you're not worried, you're not losing sleep over one another. You guys have the World card in the reverse, so it's something that you don't want to end just yet, or you're not over it. 7 of Swords. King of Wands in the reverse. I feel like someone has been cheating, seeing someone else, and they're still continuing to do so, or you guys could be doing that. Okay, so there's definitely foul play that is continuing to go on. Okay. Six of Swords in the reverse. So I don't think that this is going to be an easy split, if that's what it comes down to for a lot of you. 10 of Wands. But there's just a lot of burden here. I see a lot of burden. I see a lot of fighting. I see someone who tries and tries to get something off the ground, but it's like they just don't get what they need. For some people here, it might not have to do with someone else at all. It could be maybe a relationship that a person isn't over from the past, so it still like traumatizes them in some way, or, you know, it hurts them or affects them in some way. For others, maybe people are just going through a deep depression. Okay, it's hard to love when you're having trouble loving yourself in your life. Okay, so there's definitely a need on both ends for peace. Okay, and just finding balance and having that happiness. But you're finding out, you know, can we do this together? All right. So I'm going to pull general advice. This is for all Virgos, okay? It could be for the cross watcher as well. But let's start there, and then we'll get into the individualized portion so that you guys can... Oh my God, I'm forgetting I have 2 different decks here. Come on, Lisette, wake up. They kind of look alike. All right. All right, guys. So what is advice for all Virgos? How to move forward, how to proceed with your love life right now. Now, if this is resonating with you guys so far, there is a link in the description below to donate. Thank you so much to those that do. It definitely helps to keep the channel running. So let's do this, guys. Advice for all Virgos before we get into the breakdown. We have the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Cups. Let's get at least one more card. Queen of Cups. So yeah, somebody was putting effort into something that couldn't be trusted, something that was empty promises. Okay. But you stopped going towards a path where you weren't successful, or a person you weren't successful with. Okay. And that brings a lot of blessings. So there can be strong love, but you have to be where you truly find peace. Okay. So if you can't find yourself, you know, able to agree with someone, then that's not the path. Okay. For some of you, this could be something that strongly has to do with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but I just see going towards that emotional tranquility, that peace. Even if that means having to endure, you know, a heartbreak first. Hermit card. So it's you guys right there. We have the 2 of Coins and we have the Chariot here. Okay. Take the path where there's no more conflict. You're not meant to be in conflict. There's a lot of karmic stuff around you. Okay. So you got to be able to distinguish between what's karmic and, you know, what's good. So there's going to be something where you need to get back in your shell and take another direction. And when you decide to, you know, take a step back from something, you find peace and you find it fast. Or again, for some of you, you could be having something, you know, good come in really fast. Okay, a person come in. All right, so let's start with the Virgos that you feel like you have absolutely no options, or you feel like no one's interested in you. You know, maybe you moved halfway across the world and it's your first week there, you don't know the language, so it's like it could be something like that where, like, you know, something definitely won't happen overnight. But let's see, what's the advice here for those who are like single? We have the 10 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Coins in reverse. I feel like there may be someone that crosses your mind from time to time, but it's not something that you ever feel like you would manifest. But something from the past pops in. But I feel like there was something where there could have been a lot of betrayal. So Spirit is saying not to work in that direction. Also, for a lot of you, you could be coming out of something where you're finally healing and you're coming back to yourself after all this time from something that was heavy and didn't work out. Justice card in the reverse. 8 of Wands in the reverse. And the Magician in the reverse. Yeah, I see something that is going to be available to you that needs to stay in the past. Okay, so Spirit is saying not to go towards this. Or it could be to stop with your past ways if you have been a player. Okay. All right, so for my single Virgos, maybe you're just dating around. You're not necessarily, you know, looking to get into anything. But you want to see what's up, so let's see. We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Let's get at least 2 more cards to start. 8 of Cups. The Tower card. Okay. Something where 2 people just couldn't come together. You know, efforts were disproportionate. That's something that you're just rejecting 100%. All right. And with you doing so, something incredible comes in, but Spirit is saying you need to be patient. There's a lot of water energy here. So again, it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or something where like your soul is just truly at ease. Okay. But yeah, to release any sort of burdens that you had, because life is going to change dramatically for you. So if someone from the past is still trying to get into your life, or, you know, there's just something you have to heal from, it's like, just move away from it. Two of Swords in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse, especially if there was a third party or this caused any sort of depression, because you're going to build in a whole nother direction. Okay? For some of you specifically, something good may be happening for you and your finances. Okay? But something was revealed or someone wasn't being honest, whether that was you or someone else, that situation, you can't go back to it. Okay? All right, for those in a gray area, maybe you're in a fight with your partner, you haven't spoken in a week. Are we together? Are we not? Or maybe someone wanted to get back with you and you're truly considering it. You just don't know if you should. So you're in the gray area. You're not necessarily single. You're not necessarily in a relationship. You're kind of just in between. We have the Ace of Cups, Five of Coins reversed. We have the Six of Coins, Knight of Cups in the reverse, Five of Wands, Three of Swords, the Fool card. If there was some sort of heartbreak, guys, somebody cheated, there was some sort of disappointment, then you definitely take a whole new path. Okay? But there's something where there's an energy that couldn't be trusted. And you decide to take a new path where you don't feel left out in the cold. You don't feel, you know, lonely. And you're strong against, you know, a lot of bullshit that may hit the fan, honestly. Okay? I see you guys accepting what needs to happen because of a situation that couldn't be trusted, whether that was you or someone else. Okay? Alright, so for those in a relationship, what is the advice for Virgos in a relationship? We have the Five of Coins, the Emperor in the reverse, so this is definitely going to vary, guys. For some people, it's letting go of a situation altogether. Okay, where somebody wasn't being honest and it was seen for what it was here with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so here's that dishonesty and that, you know, having to reject something. So that could be, you know, again, you guys leaving someone, or it could be leaving behind what was dishonest. So if you know that you were overly flirty, or if, you know, you were leaving your options open, you know, maybe you don't want to do that anymore. Maybe you want to be truthful. Or, you know, maybe they want to do that. But let's pull three more cards. Four of Cups. Yeah, something is just not going to be accepted anymore. Judgment card upright. And the Hanged Man. So someone's going to take the path of least resistance. Okay, someone just wants to be at peace. And, you know, they really want 100% peace in their heart and their soul. They don't want problems or conflict. All right. So if it's a habit or if it's something that a person isn't changing and you don't see, you know, them trying to do better, you're not trying at all, then I do see an ending that can happen. Okay, but if you're not trying to resolve it, if people aren't changing, then it definitely could be walking away. All right, and whatever decision is made, you know, I feel like it's going to be for good. Okay. All right, so for my Virgos who date the same sex, what is the advice? Five of Wands, fighting, arguing, tension. We have the Eight of Coins in the reverse. Something not working out or someone not putting effort. And we have the Four of Coins. So I really see something that you need to protect yourself from. Where a lot of harsh words are said. Your soul wants no part in this, Virgo. This causes you too much pain or distress, or you cause someone else too much pain or distress. Okay? So there's something that sounded good, but I don't think it was as good as it sounded. Six of Cups, We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And the Strength card. Yeah, just having to be strong. Something is being left in the past. All right? It didn't go as expected. But you want that balance in your life. So, you know, all across the world, all across the board, rather, I see you guys taking that path. Okay, where you just don't have to stress. You don't have to wake up fighting every day. Okay, it's one thing to get into a situation here and there with the person that you're with, but if it's an everyday thing, if it's a struggle that never ends, if there's people who aren't trying to learn and the same shit just keeps happening over and over, then that's just not the way. All right, so definitely a lot to think about this month, Virgo. But thank you guys again for tuning in. If you guys would like your own personal reading, I'm only offering emergency readings from here on out. I want to finish out, you know, the last of the readings that I owed from, you know, a few months back when I stopped working. But yeah, so I'm only taking emergency readings from here on out. Those do come out to you within 24 hours. I don't always work on the weekend, so if you order from Friday to Sunday, just keep in mind that it can come in either Monday or Tuesday, depending on my load and what came in during the weekend. All right, guys, I love you so much. Take care, guys. I'll be back with your mid-month videos next.